maybe all the creatures are okay with Wesker because he like made them or some shit. But that doesn't make sense because the tyrant really hates him.
Yeah.
Like really hates him
sure,
at the end of this game. How did Wesker get caught up in all this fuckery?
What do you mean?
Like, was he always a dick? How does he become a cop and end up being total corporate asshole?
Yeah, that's actually more explained in Zero than it is in this game.
Yeah.
I'm like not
entirely sure.
Well, no, I know how it all works because he was a scientist for Umbrella for long before this.
Yeah.
And then
Jesus, how much shit are we gonna collect down here?
a shaft.
Yeah, Wesker's motivations always seemed confusing to me, other than the fact that I need more power. Game facts. Show us the way.
I'm just trying to think of. I know where this is leading. This is leading to the whole sequence where like you run around, you play tag in a tunnel with Lisa. But I'm trying to remember what sequence led to. There's nothing here. No.
That should be it. No? That should be it. I've gotten him down with 2, but I don't know. Sometimes I just take.
Yeah, Wesker basically the whole thing in this game is that. It's spoilery, but it's not. It's hard to get all the story unless like you pay attention to like everything. Is that Wesker was basically done with Umbrella.
Yeah.
He was going to basically like
axe him out.
Kind of fuck him over because he was going to take.
Oh, cool. Random box.
I don't know if I need the other 2 things yet. Should I save?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, the whole point of this game was that he basically is using stars as basically training data for the bioweapons in this game, and he's going to sell that data and the premature and the tyrant to the other company, which kind of later morphed into like Tricell, what have you.
I guess that makes sense.
So really, the whole thing was like you've been set up this whole game.
Okay.
Because stars basically. How it worked was Stars was a part of the Raccoon City PD. The Raccoon City PD, which was run by Chief Irons, was basically being paid off by Umbrella, so that basically anything that got weird or seen or heard, he would just overlook and ignore.
Right.
And then they later used this whole Stars program as an excuse to try to get like highly trained professionals to see how well they would work against bioweapons.
Yeah.
Like in a weird sort of way, I almost felt like vibes of like Aliens in this game a lot, where it was like, oh, these kind of trained soldiers were kind of put, like knowingly.
You knew, yeah.
Like the head of this operation knew there were bioweapons here,
and he's out there on assignment with them, just like Burke was. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I see what you mean.
Feels like I need to put something there.
You can't click on it?
Nope.
Oh, that's just a giant boulder. Pick it up, Jill. Put it in your inventory. Fuck. Get me out. Wow, that seems to be a theme in Resident Evil games. Escaping boulders.
They love their
Press A to run. Press A to run.
They love their indie movies.
Yeah, Resident Evil loves its Indiana Jones movies as much as Call of Duty 4 loves Aliens.
But anyways, yeah, that's like the whole setup to this whole game, and it's all the shenanigans that go on. You're basically all being used by this giant corporation.
And it's not revealed until, like, way later. Oh, spider-ass spider room.
It's not much of a boss. Look at that fucking, like, effects and aliasing on her fucking fur.
Yeah. Blah. This is how you take care of things downtown. Just shoot at it. Just blew her ass off, bro. You're right, that wasn't much of a boss. So it's like Resident Evil bosses, poison, and you're fucked. Oh my god. Resident Evil bosses. Wow, was that?
I swear there was like a blue herb thing around here somewhere. Wasn't there?
There was, but I don't know. Somewhere around here. It was near the front. Survival knife, a more powerful regular knife?
Yeah.
Cool. That wasn't in the first game.
Huge spiderweb blocks your door.
You light it on fire? So did you just come in here just to kill that thing?
Maybe you need to light it on fire. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh. I swear though there was like a pot of like blue herbs.
There was. I think you have to go back up the elevator.
Where's that?
You have to go back up.
Should I heal or?
I don't know. I mean, it depends. Like, we've already killed a few gremlins down here and shit.
Let's just bring one with me, maybe. Do I have a red herb in here still?
Yes. Yeah, I still kept that one.
I don't think I need this anymore.
Or the combat knife.
Did I not put that away?
No, it's still in your inventory. Yeah, just go combine those herbs first. And eat the delicious juice.
Should I eat it or wait?
Yeah, just use it. Because once you cure your poison, you'll be fine. There it is. Suck on
eat
this.
it, right?
Yeah, you just straight eat it. Done. Delicious.
Yeah.
Now where the hell do we go? The spider room looked like it was something, and you're close to an item box, so I'm thinking that you light it on fire. I would try the lighter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Of course. How could I forget?
What's up?
Do 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 do. Gotta go back to Spider-Man.
Spider.
One of my biggest problems with Resident Evil, and like not with this game at all, and not really with 2 either, but with by the time they got to Code Veronica and 0, I really felt the whole Umbrella angle had been played out and done to fucking death, even though it's kind of something most fans of the series love.
How weird you have to knife this shit. Really odd.
And it was great when Shinji Mikami came back to the series after his absence, and basically just, to me, I thought it was the best thing ever. Was
Something totally different.
You know what? We're fucking done with Umbrella. We're done.
Yeah, Umbrella was like an undertone of 4, you know, with Wesker's involvement and Ada's involvement, but they weren't the main story.
Yeah.
Sadler was the main story, and him trying to, like, biologically imprison,
Yeah.
like, Europe.
He wanted to take over the world. He was using the president's daughter to get to the president.
Yeah.
Control him. But I kind of felt the same way. Like it's done. Like in fact, the original script for Resident Evil 2 was that Umbrella was already overtaken.
Yeah.
And 2 was more or less just like, you know, the outbreak was sort of a byproduct of like Umbrella's labs kind of being abandoned, you know.
Right.
And everything was already done as far as that. And then someone else at the time, fuck, I forgot his name. He's a real asshole. The producer at Capcom at the time, I'm gonna have to look up his name in a sec. Who was in? Oh, really?
Can I go back and get it?
Yeah, I gotta go back and get it. Who was in charge of the series at the time? The main producer basically said he didn't like that idea. He said, "No, we need to make it more like a James Bond film, where we'll have a reoccurring, like an overarching enemy, you know, that's kind of like reoccurs in every game." So a script writer was brought in late in RE2's development and rewrote the script and had Umbrella as like, oh, it didn't get, you know, immediately overthrown because of all the shit that went down here, but like, you know, and it just kind of became like this, turned into this big, giant, huge, evil corporate entity and yada, 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 because the idea was that, oh, we'll make it go on forever. They'll never stop fighting Umbrella. I was like, well, where's the fucking fun in that? Anyways, this asshole producer, who Inafune really didn't get along with.
Inafune, the guy who created Mega Man, had huge involvement with the original Street Fighter 2 and the Resident Evil projects. Very big influence at Capcom during the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, anyways, Inafune didn't like this guy. Didn't get along with him. He eventually quit Capcom for kind of the same reasons Inafune did. They kind of all follow the same sort of path. He went on to form Gamers Republic, and they went on to create Genji.
Genji.
Yes.
That's a fantastic game. Yeah. That's a great game.
Dawn of the...
Giant enemy crab.
Yes. That guy. The guy who...
That scriptwriter.
The guy who insisted... I mean, he wasn't the scriptwriter, he hired a scriptwriter, but he was one who insisted that Umbrella become this big, giant, evil corporate entity which would survive for, like, every Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
The guy who decided to put giant enemy crabs in real historical battles that actually took place during actual Japanese history is responsible for this. He's also the one who rejected the very first Resident Evil movie script by George Romero by saying, quote, it wasn't any good.
Cool.
And approved the Paul Anderson movie.
Cool. Cool. Guy seems like a winner.
Well, and it's funny, too, because his company went out of fucking business and didn't tell anyone.
Cool.
And it just dis-fucking-peered one day. So people started calling the offices and they
weren't there.
No answers. And then, like, just nobody fucking showed up. Like, whoever was still there, basically, after Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom was finished, just never showed back up to work. It was like this mysteriously vanished one day.
Cool.
Are you like totally bored by this story, Max?
It's just, you know, it's the same thing. People with no talent but power. And horrible decisions. A huge boulder blocks your way. Let's trigger this event. Trigger the event summons.
I'm trying.
Trigger it harder. Shoot it.
That'd be kind of funny, right? I was like actually tempted to do that.
Fuck. I don't know. Stick your hexagonal crank into it. And turn. When you move that giant fucking thing for a reason.
To get over there.
Yeah, and there's nothing over there. It's a little funny. Stick your combat knife under it. Can you run across that? Yeah. Still can. Can't use it anymore.
Yeah, I can't understand.
Oh. That did something. Oh, secret path. Oh, goddamn. Like crunch. The crunch.
Right.
Dat hot fire. Uh-oh. He's looking at some RE4 shit.
Yeah, that's puzzles. You want to do this puzzle?
No, you can go ahead. I'd rather see it done than to do it. You gotta push it on the thing to spin it.
Yep.
That's very complicated. You gotta somehow move it into the middle somehow.
That's far. Get off, man. Oh, goddamn, get off.
Jam your crank in there, and then give it a twist. Well, that makes sense.
I need to look up what this producer's name was. It's a name everyone should remember.
Everyone should always remember.
Yeah, and like, I never really played the Genji games, but I know Inafune basically got kind of pissed at this guy because he basically was saying how, like, Capcom was stuck making the same fucking games over and over, and, like, he was kind of bad-mouthing the company before Inafune got, you know, over with the company. And he was saying, like, you know, the guy talks a lot of, like, shit for, you know, saying how, like, we keep making, like, he didn't want to do games with, like, the same games over and over because I guess he was involved with Onimusha. And then he says he went on to make Genji, which is the same fucking game as Onimusha.
But horrible. But really bad. This Onimusha was really fun. I played Genji for like 5 minutes. It was like, fucking nope. It was not good.
I never played them.
It was like the early PS3 launch, so
But that was the second one, though.
many games.
I didn't play the first Genji, which was on PS2.
I don't remember Genji, the first one.
Genji 2.
How do you make this bitch twist? There you go.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist.
Come on, baby.
Let's do the twist. I want to say his name was Hashimoto or something like that.
Gonna take this freaking statue and solve it like this.
That's right.
Push it in that corner. That was the easiest puzzle yet.
You know what the best part about the whole Resident Evil script debacle is you can read George Romero's script online.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Very easy to find, and it is very okay.
I don't know if you've
it's
seen...
actually pretty good.
Well, I would be down for him writing a script. I wouldn't be down for him directing. I don't know if you've seen, like, George Romero's recent... He keeps making movies.
Yeah.
Like, they're not great. They're, like, pretty hokey.
Yeah.
But it could be the fact that they're low-budget B-movies, you know?
Yeah, I know. I've heard his like last couple films were like really bad.
Yeah, and he keeps making the same movie just over and over and over. Is what I hear. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I think I got that information from Red Letter Media because they love following that kind of stuff. You combine it with the other one? Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
Cylinder shaft.
Take my cylindrical shaft.
It's funny because like this is total like gothic horror looking room. And you get a fucking gear piece.
Yeah.
You get this. I mean, it's like...
It doesn't really fit
Welcome
the
to
theme.
Vladimir's Romanian car mechanic auto shop. We'll fix your car, and then your love life, and then your blood. With payment in blood.
The theme of some of these rooms doesn't really fit.
I was talking to Mike about it too. I was like, you know, why did Spencer... Okay, he had the mansion built way outside of Raccoon City in the mountains. He could have made it like an underground lab and no one would have even known. He could have just put a shack up. So why did he have to build a big old fucking mansion? You know, to cover up a laboratory. And then, if he had so he had this big old mansion. Yet, he had it filled with all these security guards. Okay? And then, on top of all the security guards, he had it filled with booby traps that could kill him or the security guards.
And a gigantic amount of creatures and monsters.
Well, those are made in the lab. But, like, why did he go to all expense to make all these fucking booby traps in a big-ass mansion filled with lots of guards?
Like, could you imagine, like, how hard it must have been with all the guards exchanging all the shield crests and sword keys, and you have the sword. Well, I can't get in here if you don't give me the fucking sword key, and I also need the gold crest because I can't get through the door. And like, seriously, Bill, you gotta give it up, you know?
Like, why did he want all this? And Mike's answer is like, because. Because he's a crazy old man. I save.
Yeah. Go ahead and save it. Put all the stuff away because I think we've just solved like everything we need to get to the final area now. I think that.
Oh, it ain't the final area.
I think getting close to the final area. I think your crankshaft goes into the elevator thing.
Yeah.
To make the elevator actually work, and once we go down.
When we go down, it's a whole thing with Lisa.
We're getting there. Yeah. So next time on Video Games, we're gonna take care of the witch.